Well, in terms of a pro sports atmosphere, I cannot think of anything bigger. This place is deafening as Conor McGregor makes his latest walk to the octagon.
Every time McGregor walks to the octagon, John, it feels like the Super Bowl. I can imagine that's the only thing that matches the energy inside an arena when the notorious one hits the curtain. People love this guy. People love this guy because of his ability, though. They love the fact that he can go out there and put a person out with one left hand. They love the fact that he has shown an ability to compete at the top of the sport for a really long time. And they also love the fact that he does not apologize for being him. He is Conor McGregor. You're going to love him or you're going to hate him, but he won't change.
And many have wondered aloud as to whether or not he would be back competing in the UFC, but in terms of scratching his competitive itch, there's only one proven ground in the world on which he can do it. It is the octagon. Great to see Conor McGregor back tonight. Conor McGregor, he has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the notorious Conor McGregor. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Sharabutdin.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, early action here. Conor McGregor, you know about the physical gifts. You know how well he controls and manages distance, but from a mental standpoint, this is an intimidating proposition for a lot of fighters. He's beaten a lot of guys before they even make the walk on fight night. Early action here. We'll see how McGregor handles it. Oh, great block there. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate, and that allows him to finish so many fights.
Straight right is there. as though that kick to the body got through. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. All right, so perhaps he's gonna have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's gotta pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, beautiful hook there.
Nice block. Nice body kick right under the elbow. Oh, nice elbow. Oh, he's in a lot of trouble now.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Overhand lands. Hook attempt now blocked, though, by McGregor. Ooh, he didn't see that one coming. Beautiful combination up top. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Back and forth we go. Under a minute now to go in round one. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Nice punch by McGregor. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Round two straight ahead. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Oh, McGregor's doing a nice job protecting the eye with that block. You don't want to absorb any more damage on that cut. That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode. Big shot to the head.
Well, if this fighter gets back to the stool, he's going to get an earful from his coaches. Confidence seems to be abandoning him.
Yeah, you can kind of see him looking to survive as opposed to...
Oh, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. The doctor's going to take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can...
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat that.
No, he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight.
Oh! There it is again. Look at that.
continue to rain down. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, that's a brutal cut on his nose there. He is bleeding. Right hook to the head, blocked. All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out in space, find places to rest and recover. Get against the octagon, go to the clinch, find ways to just recover so that when you have that
Landed thus far tonight.
big, massive shot lands, look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
This is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. 10 minutes in the can. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and McGregor's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it.
Second blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad. Oh, look at that.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right. Hurt him bad.
All right, we told you we'd keep an eye on it. All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed, but I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day. I think the official saved him.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the